Good morning. For any of you that have been absent or have been here but would like a video review of how we've been doing area of circles and volume of cylinders, here we go. This is the formula for finding the area of a circle. It's on your note sheet. You should have that out whenever you're doing this kind of work and look at that. A lot of the mistakes that students have made and caused them to do extra work, which we don't want, has been because they don't have this written down on their paper when they start the problem. So either write it down at the top of your page and then just look at it as you're doing your work, or have your note sheet out that shows that. A lot of times kids are forgetting one little step and then you do all that work for nothing. So we start with that. For area of a circle, we go pi times radius squared. As a reminder, this does not mean radius times 2. This means radius times itself. On the circle here, we have 10 as the radius and then 20 as the diameter. Sometimes they only tell you the diameter, and a common mistake is for kids to do 20 times pi, diameter times pi, or diameter squared. So that's why it helps to start with the formula and remember, oh yeah, I need the radius, not the diameter. If they give you the diameter, divide it by 2, and then you have yourself your radius, and then you can get started. So one of the first steps for these problems and these problems is find the radius. Figure out what the radius is because you're going to need it. So for just the area here, we go 10 squared, which is 10 times 10, which would be 100. And then we do 100 times pi, and that would be, we can just practice using our decimal shortcut whenever we're multiplying by 10 or 100 or 1,000. So times 10 times 100. So the area of that little line, the little apostrophe means feet, would be 314 feet squared. That's the area of that circle. As far as cylinders go, all you have to do is find the area of the top circle, just like we did. Find the area of the top circle and then multiply it times the height. The height tells you how many of those top circles are stacked on top of each other, like a stack of pancakes or a stack of waffles. If you want to know how much space a stack of pancakes takes and they're all exactly the same size, you don't have to measure each one. Find the area of the top one and just multiply it times how many pancakes or waffles there are. And you would know the volume of the whole stack. So it's the same thing with a cylinder. The cylinder is the same circle stacked on top of itself over and over and over again. And this tells you how many of those circles you have. So we find the area of the top circle. It's the same one as there. So we would do radius squared times pi, and we have the area of the top circle. And then we just multiply it times whatever the height is, because that's how many times the circle is stacked on top of itself. Each one of these circles would be 1 foot, since we're measuring feet, 1 foot tall. And this says that you have 15. So if that makes sense, now you have the ability to do both. Find the area of a circle and the volume of a cylinder by finding the area of the circle and multiplying it times the height.